Yep, that's me. Way back in the beginning when I was learning the ways of the PEV. What is a PEV, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you mentioned it, because in this video, I'll be talking about PEVs, or the personal electric vehicle. There are electric bikes out there, electric one-wheeled snowboards, electric skateboards, electric scooters, and my personal favorite and number one choice, the EUC, or electric unicycles. I'm going to raise the case why EUCs are the best PEV and the pros and cons owning one by showing you a few examples in this compilation of my videos I made on this channel. Now, there are electric PEVs like electric bike, electric scooters that, they're all handlebar based. But when you ride like the one wheel or an electric unicycle, you're going to be doing a lot of balancing. And there's a motor and mechanisms inside these devices that help you stay balanced. And you don't want to overpower these motors or you can get thrown right off. But initially, you want to learn how to balance on these things. Especially with the EUC, you got to learn the damn thing. That's probably the most hardest part with owning a PEV. As you see in these clips, learning was a headache at first, especially learning to ride all by myself. But I really couldn't complain, especially at that time, because I had empty schools to practice in during the age of the COVID lockdowns. The COVID lockdowns, in my opinion, was the birth of the modern day craze we're seeing with EUCs now, and PEVs in general. The popularity of these things are through the roof now. And it's not hard to understand why that, people were bored during the lockdowns. They wanted to get out and try something new. And hell, the streets were bare. In summary, once you learn in EUC, once you learn to balance and wiggle your body and wave your arms around 1,000 times, it's going to click and it's going to feel so good. But wait, here's a negative Nancy coming into the room, and she says, hey, these things are expensive, they are made in China, lithium batteries, hey, are they legal? And very true, negative Nancy, they are expensive, and these wheels are coming in starting at $1,000 to the $5,000 range now. And people are not letting go their used wheels at a low price either on the marketplaces, unless you're lucky. And true, the risk of having thermal runaways from your EUC, igniting a fire in your apartment or a place of employment or school or gym or wherever you bring your EUC is real. Now, depending where you live, yes, true, yes, EUCs might be illegal. If you know your local laws and maybe the e-bike laws, most likely if you just go by the e-bike laws, you're going to be all set. Stay on the side of the road, know your lane, don't do anything stupid, don't ride recklessly, then you'll be a welcome addition in your community. And speaking of community, the electric unicycle community is huge. We're everywhere. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Discord, we're on Telegram, we're on the EUC forums, TikTok, and of course YouTube. Every subject related to EUCs can be found, easy to find. And if you ever have a question, guys, let me know in the comments. We'll be willing to help you. And yes, the wheels are made in China, and they come from the factories over here to different distributors, especially here in the United States. We have Alien Rides, and we also have E-Wheels. E-Wheels produce custom battery packs called LITEC, which are in theory supposed to provide a safer alternative to the stock batteries that the factory provides. Let's talk about some of the factories that make our wheels. We have a Bigode. Bigode? What is a Bigode? Well, my friend, Bigodes are some of the fastest, high-performing wheels out there on the market. But oftentimes the name Bigode, or by its former name Gotway, usually be connected to the meme where an EUC catches on fire and someone says, must have been a Gotway. Although the blame of these fires cannot be solely pointed at just Bigode. There's this other company, and this company has touted that their wheels are on the safer side. And this company is called Kingsong. But, they had a wheel blow up in New York, causing some fireworks. You don't believe me? Check out the S22 New York fire. Now, if this does not scare you yet into getting an EUC, good, because we also have other alternatives. Different wheel brands such as InMotion, which has had their fair share of issues and fires. There's also Leaper Kim, which I have really not heard any issues about fires with these wheels so far, surprisingly. Each of these companies, other than Kingsong, sport heavyweight wheels with suspension, weighing in around 100 pounds. And just this year, we have had many wheels from Brigode, all sporting the suspension design, save for the small droid-looking thing called the M104, which is one of the smallest wheels out in the market. Are you bored yet? Well, thank you for watching so far. You decide to take the plunge. You learn how to flail your arms around. Maybe you fall a couple times while learning your EUC, and hopefully you have your safety gear on. The EUC, my friend, is the ultimate portable device that is on par, if not better than the e-bike. The nimble nature, the ability to traverse off-road terrains back again to the road is a wonderful experience. Yes, you can do these type of things on the one wheel. The one wheel is a handlebar-less device, but it has limited range, limited speed. You're at the mercy of the sideways stance. You know, you want to do a quick trip to the store, you hop on your EUC, you pull out your trolley handle, you push your wheel around, you buy your goods, you stuff your beer in the bag, and you head back home. Gone are the days of the handlebars and the awkward feeling bringing a bike up and down the stairs, or bringing up a scooter up and down the stairs. The compact design is legit, guys. I've said it once and I'll say it again. EUCs are the way to go. Let's do a quick rundown of some of the wheels I've owned. First up, the 16S. It's light, it's nimble, not a lot of range, not a lot of max speed either, but it's a perfect beginner device. Hell, it's a great wheel if you don't really care about speed or range at all. If you're just going for a ride around town, there's no fuss. The wheel is super light, easy to carry up and down stairs, throw in your car or whatever. But you might want a little more power. And here's where the 16X comes in, because it's still a highly portable device, but it offers more. It's great for the off-road, it's great on the street, it has more torque, it's a little bit more heavier, but it's still highly portable. It's not really that heavy. And it's great for doing jumps with. You know, you can get the second-hand accessory pad called the Clark pad, which will help you do that. Or perhaps you want the instant performance from a Gotway, like the RS19. And in my opinion, it's still one of the best EUCs you can get for the price, performance and range. Not to mention, it is sexy as hell. Why did I sell it again? Oh well. Perhaps you have heard about this thing called the Veteran Sherman. It is a strong, durable, standing the test of time type of EUC. And truly, this thing is built like a tank. If suspension does not matter to you, this semi-heavy EUC will give you no issue, giving you the adrenaline rush to achieve high speeds that you might want. It's faster than the e-bike classifications, and it has plenty of range to get you around where you need to go all day. There is also the S18, one of the first suspension wheels to hit the market. It's a light, nimble suspension wheel, but I really didn't like that wheel all that well, so I'll have to skip this one, but many people did love it. Try it, it might be for you, who knows. There's also the M103. It's a small little circus wheel. Well, they're not my words, but I have to agree with it now. One of the most smallest and inexpensive EUCs you can get. I had fun with this indoors actually. Very sketchy wheel though, so be careful if you're a noob. You don't want to accidentally spin kick the small EUC into a glass cabinet or accidentally fall backwards. This thing might not have enough range or high speed. Hell, it may not be able to handle cracks and crevices on the road too well, but you will have fun learning tricks like riding backwards. The torque on this thing is very springy. It's just a fun, small, all-around wheel. Ooh, I can't forget the V11. The V11 is by far, I believe, the best deal you can get on an EUC. It's made by InMotion. I mentioned all the other wheels, and this is like the breadwinner casual suspension wheel that has good range, decent speed, and pedal suspension. If you're looking for a fair price on an EUC, the V11 is the way to go, if performance doesn't matter to you. Then there is the Brigode Hero. For some reason, I hate this wheel. It was one of those wheels that I wanted to love, but I just couldn't get into. It's still not balancing, by the way, after taking it apart to straighten the shells one day, but hopefully one day it will work. All I can say, if you want the Hero is going to be a chore taken apart. And here we are now with the Begode Master. The pedal height is high, the wheel is the heaviest wheel I have now out of all the wheels, but the performance, the power, the torque, and the range are just meeting my needs fully. And at this time, even with newer wheels coming out of the woodwork, I'm happy and I don't plan to get another wheel anytime soon. What I love about EUCs is when you ride with others, it's a blast. There are some who like to be solitary and ride by themselves, and that's fine. Hell, occasionally I like to go on solo rides all by myself. However, there's a certain joy when riding with like-minded enthusiasts. There's a sense of learning from each other, maybe some friendly competition, and it's all fun at the end of the day. You all got blasted with wind in your face, you dodged a few cars, you answered curious people's questions, all in a day's fun, all in a day's ride. The future of EUCs are amazing because each year there's always a new design refresh. There's always more power, better suspension systems, new computing technologies, and safety features. Yet we're going to be transitioning into the age of solid-state batteries, I think, for the next big thing when it comes to EUCs. And I predict in 2030, the latest, we're going to see the factories start producing EUCs with solid-state batteries. I think once factories start mass-producing solid-state batteries for the global market, and they become affordable to purchase, then we'll start seeing them come out from InMotion, from Begode, Kingsong, Leaper Kim. But 2030 is a long ways away, and hopefully, maybe it will come sooner. Who knows? I'm excited about the possibilities of the solid-state EUC. You know, the batteries having a lighter footprint and less likely to catch on fire. Well, it's almost near that time, and if you haven't bought yourself an EUC, what are you waiting for? Go on over to ewheels.com, uco.us, or maybe even Alien Rides here in the United States. And you can also check out Free Motion Shop, EVs in Canada, iWheel in Sweden, Speedy Feet UK in the UK, or even E-Rides in the UK. There's different places that sell these wheels, and just do your research on the one that you want and have at it. I really enjoyed my 2 years riding electric unicycles, and I hope for another 2. Always wear your safety gear, exercise caution when you're riding these things, and just have fun, guys. You're still there? Are you guys still there? All right, good. I'm glad. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. This is Cybervolt, also known as Wilson, signing out.